You know, New York has suffered the brunt of terrorism and all kind of criminal activities, including gangs in Harlem and other parts of New York. They were very, very critical that they do not compromise at all the question of criminal activity. If they see even one demonstrator carrying any form of weapon, they take the severest measure against those criminals. Your Excellency, it's because these developed nations separate completely, Your Excellency, the question of exercising your right and the question of safety of their people and the safety of their nation. And you see, there can be no enjoyment of a right without the responsibility. Those who come to public to enjoy their rights, they must appreciate that they have a responsibility to protect the rights of others. If we are going to become a nation that is going to have a peaceful demonstrations, we must separate completely, both by ourselves, by our media, by political leaders. We must differentiate between gangs, goons, violent people, arsonists. They are burning courts, they are burning people's businesses. They come to the street well prepared to come and loot and terrorize people. Rapists who are coming in the name of demonstration. We must call them for who they are and separate them from peaceful Kenyans who are undertaking demonstrations. Until the diction, the conversation in the public separates these two people, I find, and I've told journalists, including media editors, I find it very insulting that during news reporting, a reporter sitting somewhere on the streets is public saying, you see, the demonstrators are there, they are burning tires, the demonstrators are throwing stones, the demonstrators now have looted. They still use the constitutional diction of assembling, demonstrating, picketing, or petitioning, using a positive language to describe criminals, Your Excellency, and therefore normalize criminal activities in the name of petitions. And this is the reason why in Kenya, you know, we are unable to separate the work of the police when they are dealing with these criminals and the ones who are dealing with peaceful Kenyans. And therefore, sometimes the greatest frustration by police officers is that they arrest someone on site. There is a camera showing that this person has burned Kikuyu law courts. That person has burned a police station in Dagoretti. That person has burned a police station in Olkalau. They are arrested on site, taken to court. What does the court do? They offer fines of about 5,000, some of them on personal commitment, and they are released. And then they are glorified. Countries all over the world, where they have restored sanity in their nation, the judiciary, the executive, the legislature work together knowing that there is only one national interest. And I think I look forward to seeing the draft that the chair is going to provide and to see that national interest is going to be protected in this draft. Lastly, Your Excellency, I want to appreciate the Kenya National Human Rights Commission, the panelists, for capturing everybody, citizens who are victims and the police who became victims. The promise I give is that as a ministry, we will work very hard to ensure that our police officers are properly trained to support support Kenyans to enjoy this right. And for as long as organizers and ourselves work together for peaceful protests, we shall ensure that our police officers are marching together, hand in hand with the demonstrators, are singing together, and by 5 p.m., everybody going home safely, and we shall not have situations where Kenyans are losing their lives. To our friends who led this ministry before us and who are now giving us lectures about how to run the ministry, I want us to have an honest conversation together. Let them come with their statistics of how much they caused havoc and damage to people's lives and the country, and we will come to ours to show them the great progress we have made since this administration came to place in the way we treat the people of Kenya. We do not want persons who destroyed our country yesterday pontificating as though we have forgotten what they did when they were here. We must be honest. If we want to build a honest country, we must also be honest about those who are in office, but those who are aspiring to hold public office. I thank you, Your Excellency, and may God bless you. Thank you very much.
Your Excellency, sir, allow me to invite the Right Honorable Amason Kingi, the Speaker of the Senate.
Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya na naibu wako, nikizingatia itifaki zote ambazo tayari zimetangulizwa, Rais, siku ya leo ni siku ya kihistoria ambao kwa mara ya kwanza waathirika wa maandamano wanapata fidia tangu wa Kenya wajipatie katiba ya mwaka 2010. Pili, ningependa kukongole Tume ya Kitaifa ya Haki za Kibinadamu
kwa kutayarisha taarifa ile ambao wamepeana hivi leo. Pia kumkongole rais wetu katika uongozi wake kwa mara ya kwanza kulivalia njuga swala hili la waathirika
wa maandamano. Kama vile mbunge wa Kikuyu alivyosema, wewe si rais wa kwanza kukodolewa macho na jambo kama hili. Waliotangulia hili jambo walikumbana nalo, lakini hawakuwa na ujasiri wa kujitolea mwafaka kuona ni vipi wanaweza kusaidia waathirika wa maandamano. Rais, nahodha mzuri hapati sifa wakati bahari imetulia. Nahodha mzuri atapata sifa wakati bahari ina mawimbi, lakini anadondosa meli mpaka bandarini. Huyo ni nahodha mzuri. Umejitolea kimasomaso na ukomavu, kitu ambacho kilishinda waliokutangulia. Leo hii umekifanya kimefanyika. Kongole rais wetu. Nimemsikiliza vizuri sana mwenyekiti wa Tume ya Kitaifa ya Haki za Kibinadamu na wale waliotangulia kuzungumza hapa. Yaliyozungumzwa ni muhimu, ni 9, lakini la muhimu zaidi, rais, ni kwamba ni lazima kuwe na sheria ambayo itaeleza bayana jinsi jambo hili la maandamano ama hii haki ya kuandamana itafurahiwa vipi na Wakenya. Utakubaliana nami kwamba katika maandamano yote ambayo yamefanyika kuna wengi ambao walikiuka sheria na wakashikwa na polisi na wakapelekwa kotini, lakini kwa sababu hakuna sheria mwafaka, wengi sana ambao walishikwa na polisi baada ya kwisha waliachiliwa huru. Manake hakuna sheria inaweka bayana ukiukaji wa sheria wakati wa maandamano. Na jaji mkuu yuko hapa na wanasheria wako hapa. Kuna msemo wa Kilatini, a Latin maxim, rais, ambayo inasema kwamba nalum crimen sine lege. There can never be a crime without the law. Hakuwezi kuwa na kosa la jinai pasipo sheria. Ndio maana ni muhimu sana, na nataka ni mkongole tena mwenyekiti wa Tume ya Kitaifa ya Haki za Kibinadamu kwa kusema kwamba baada ya kwisha wataleta sheria bunge ili itumike wakati maandamano yanafanyika. Tunataka tujue hii haki hii ambayo iko ndani ya katiba, Wakenya wataifurahia vipi? Na sheria hii si kubana kufurahia kwa haki hii kwa Wakenya, bali ni kuweka bayana ni vipi haki hii inaweza kufurahiwa na Wakenya. Manake ile sheria ikibana haki hii, bila shaka ikipelekwa kotini itaharamishwa. Kwa hivyo letu kama vile viongozi wa bunge walivyosema, na kisha kwamba sheria inapokuja pale, sisi kama washikadau tutaona ni vipi ambavyo tutasaidiana kuona kwamba ile sheria imepita. La mwisho ni kumuenzi Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga kwa ukakamavu wake kudhibiti safari ambayo ilikuwa na utelezi mkubwa, lakini alisimama kidete mpaka leo hii tumesimama hapa. Mimi nataka niwapatie kisa kimoja kuonyesha kwamba Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga ikija kwa mambo ya haki za kibinadamu hayumbi. Nakumbuka rais mwaka 2009 wakati wa serikali ya nusu mkate, Mheshimiwa marehemu Saitoti na alikuwa Attorney General Amos Wako walitumwa kule Uswizi Geneva na Mheshimiwa Rais Kibaki kwenda kutetea ama kuweka bayana ripoti ya Kenya ya haki za kibinadamu. Lakini baada ya kuangalia ile ripoti ambayo ilikuwa inapelekwa Uswizi kule Geneva, Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga alikosoa ile ripoti ile na akasema kwamba haiwezi kamwe ripoti hii kufika Geneva, ati hii ndio hiyo ripoti ya Kenya. Na walivutana na Rais Kibaki na Rais Kibaki akakataa kubadilisha ile ripoti. Mheshimiwa Raila kwa sababu ya msimamo wake thabiti wa mambo ya haki za kibinadamu aliniita mimi na Mheshimiwa Orengo na akakata tikiti akatuingiza kwa ndege twende Uswizi, na akasema kwamba wakati Saitoti akisimama ukumbini wakati Kenya napeana ripoti yake, msimame mpeane ripoti yetu pia. Rais, tuliabiri ndege kwenda Uswizi, mimi na Mheshimiwa Orengo. Mimi sikuwa na visa, lakini nikaambiwa wewe panda ndege, ukishuka utapata visa kule Uswizi, na nikapata visa wakati nilipoingia Uswizi. Na tulijadiliana usiku mzima rais na kina Saitoti, na tukamwambia sisi aidha mubadilishe, museme ukweli kuhusu ripoti ya haki za binadamu ya Kenya, au sivyo kesho kule ukumbini Kenya itapeana ripoti mbili. Tulisukumana mpaka usiku wa manane tukapata ripoti jumuishi ambayo ilitoa picha mwafaka ya Kenya katika mambo ya haki za binadamu. Na tulipofika ukumbini, Saitoti akasoma ile ripoti jumuishi. Tunamwenzi sana mzee Raila, na siku hii ingekuwa ni furaha kwake, lakini na hakika pale alipolala sasa anaangalia kwa furaha kubwa kwamba leo hii ama siku hii imefika katika safari hii ya Kenya. Asanteni na Mwenyezi Mungu atubariki sote.
Your Excellency, sir, allow me to invite next Honorable Moses Wetangula, the Speaker of the National Assembly.
Your Excellency, our President, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, I will follow the protocols as established. Your Excellency, today, like everybody has said, is
a day like no other in the history of our country. We are here for a historic moment, and if I were in court, I would have told the judge, after listening to Clarice, that, my Lord, she has said everything, I have nothing more useful to add. Because of the clarity, detail of her presentation. My distinguished friend, Professor Makau, you complimented what Clarice said very well. Your Excellency, the Holy Book, the Bible, says the beginning of healing lies in the acknowledgement of wrongdoing.
And once you acknowledge that a wrong has been done, and adequate compensation or reparations or whatever we call it is done, society heals. The Bible also tells us the magic word in human relations is the simple word sorry that makes people appreciate that they have been wronged, and whoever wronged them acknowledges that wrong. This country, as we have been told, has gone through some very perilous moments. But we come here today guided by your patriotic feeling, guided by our collective duty that we must heal our country. Your Excellency, at the beginning of this month, we were in Wajir, and I was really moved when I saw the governor of Wajir in the middle of his speech shedding tears. And I was very sure they were not crocodile tears. And he said he never believed that this could happen in northern Kenya in his lifetime. And it followed by your public apology to the people of northern Kenya. That apology alone in human relations is the greatest healer. That a wrong was done, and a wrong is acknowledged. Today, as we celebrate this milestone in our constitutional and legal history, I'm also one of the victims of violence at some point in my political journey. The story of Junet on how we welcomed Raila Odinga in the famous mantra of Baba while you are away. We were chased by the police, brutalized along the way, and when we reached Uhuru Park along El Selassie Avenue, a bullet went through my car. On another occasion, we went to University Way, Junet, you remember, to demonstrate against what we thought was and believed was a non-responsive IEBC. And as we were being disbursed, some excited policeman lobbed a tear gas canister into a vehicle in which Raila and I were. Raila was significantly older than me, and he had serious difficulties breathing. I thought he would lose his life. Luckily, we had some water in the car, and I administered some first aid on him for us to escape. I like what Clarice said, that at the end of the day, is not paying some money to victims. At the end of the day, is ensuring that we don't walk this dangerous journey again. And this will lie in clear legal framework. I want to encourage that as we move forward, those of you responsible for formulating draft laws, Interior, AG, and others, focus on, one, the need for education to our children right from primary on what human rights mean, how you enjoy them, your responsibility to others as you enjoy them, to have an orderly society. Two, those of us who have been in responsible positions of government, Your Excellency, if you go to New York for UN meetings, from morning to evening, there are groups of demonstrators and picketers across the avenue. There is no police attacking them. There are no objects being hurled at people. There are no obscenities being hurled at people. And they make their point, and in the evening they go away. You go to the House of Commons, across the road, you are told, come and demonstrate for 1 hour, you finish, you make your point, the others waiting to do the same. Because the act of demonstration is to make your point known, not to disrupt life. So we want to encourage that a law should be, in fact, laws, as Clarice proposed, and when they come to Parliament, we'll give them the opportunity and the time required so that everybody knows what you are expected to do in a situation of demonstrations. Otherwise, Your Excellency, when we have a free-for-all, a demonstrator leaves his house carrying a machete, carrying a missile, carrying all manner of crude weapons. That is not a demonstrator. I allowed this day, and I encourage my sister, the Chief Justice, and all other law enforcement agencies to rise to the occasion and realize that this country can be kept in order and our people can enjoy their rights if we all play our responsible duties well. Thank you.
Your Excellency, permit me to invite the Honorable Ahmed Abdullahi,
the Chair of the Council of Governors and the Governor of Wajir, to come and say a few brief remarks on behalf of the 47 county governments. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Excellency, the Deputy President, riding on established protocols. Your Excellency,
I think I'll borrow from what the Speaker of the National Assembly just said, that there is nothing to add. Your Excellency, the report by the Kenya National Human Rights Commission was quite exhaustive in its summarization by the chair, both in the methodology